Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. First live for 2019, very much looking forward to this. We're using Specs Volcarona, and basically, it's able to get the power of Volcarona after a Quiver Dance boost without boosting, basically, because of the choice specs right here. Obviously, you forego speed and stuff, but it's insanely strong. It's able to OHKO defensive Landorus T with Fire Blast after a bit of rocks, and it always OHKOs offensive from 100%. We got Bug Buzz for secondary stab. Psychic pairs really nicely with the Psychic Terrain, being able to catch Pokemon like Toxapex and Mega Venusaur. You actually OHKOs would have Toxapex with Spec Psychic under Terrain, so that can be very helpful. And then finally Hidden Power Ground just to help out against Heatran. And then we're pairing it with Scarf Lele right here for our nice late game cleaner. Basically Volcarona is able to go ahead and pressure all the steel types like Celesteela, Jirachi, Heatran with Hidden Power Ground, which opens up paths for a Lele late game, so I like that combination. We got Flyinium Torn right here for defog purposes, because obviously Volcarona is insanely weak to hazards. We got Mega Lopunny just because we didn't really have any physical attacker on the team, and I wanted something that hits hard and provides speed control, so we got really fast Mega Lopunny. We got Defog Feeny just as a secondary defogger because Volcarona really doesn't appreciate hazards. Also provides us with an Ashgaran check and a Kingdra check. And then finally we have a Spadav Jirachi, which is our rocker for the team, and Fairy Resist of our own. So yeah, the team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll be right back with our first game. Alright, I got the first game right here. Now at the time that I'm recording this, I'm pretty sure Zygarde is still allowed in the tiers, so this team is very weak to 1000 arrow spam, so ideally we don't run into any of that, but this guy's very weak to Volcarona, just clicking Fire Blast. Might have to predict Pex coming in once. In terms of lead right here, I'm seeing either Coco or Medi being his best leads, so I'm thinking maybe my Scarf Lele can do well right here. And we can go ahead and scout for Scarf Coco if that's what he wants to do. Actually decides to lead off with a Landau. Now, I think I'm willing to... Actually, no, he has no Psychic Resist, so I should keep this, actually. But then if he U-turns out, he gets a free switch into Coco, and that's a problem, so I will click Psychic here and just weaken this threat. Losing my Scarf is really lame, but that's okay. If he's Scarf, then he's locked into that, so that won't knock me out since my item's already gone. So he's forced to switch out here. Let's see what this Tang is. That's definitely just AV. I can go here into Jirachi. I don't think Jirachi's going to be very useful, except for getting up rocks. I'm tempted to double Psychic, expecting a Landau to come back in. I think I will double Psychic, because damage on Tangrowth is good for not really much in the back, but I could catch something here, which is kind of interesting. And I don't think he has a way to knock me out, so yeah, I'm going to live that, and then this next one should be able to do the job, so let's go for Psychic again here and just claim a kill. I think using Lele to break early could have been a bad decision, but I don't know, getting rid of Tang could be nice. I'm assuming he'll just keep it in here, because like the Landau being weakened is great, so... And he's just going to go ahead and disconnect right there. Yeah, this guy's destroyed by Lele. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in for the first battle, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, so really interesting game to start off the year right there. This next guy is actually pretty weak to Volcarona. I mean, I'll take the win, obviously, from that last game, even though it was kind of just like Lele clicking Psychic over and over again. This guy's really weak to Lele, too, actually. I don't want to lead off with it this time. I'll lead Torn here instead. Scout for Landau, because I don't think I live Scarf Stone Edge, actually, so that could be bad. Jirachi here is just, like, very useless. He has Cart, he has Scissor, he has Heatran and Landau. So I could just lead Jirachi and try to throw up rocks, expecting a Lele lead. But, I mean, if he leads Lele, I can just pivot to Jirachi anyway. Leads Feeny. Is this a problem to me? Do I use my Z move on this? Because he could pivot to Tran here. I think that's actually what he will do. I feel like my play is Knock. Yeah, he goes Tran. I'm assuming he'll try to get up hazards. If I were him, I would probably scout for Z-Fight, but I feel like he won't, so I'll go Feeny here on rocks. Not a big deal. Yeah, had I been Z-Fight there, I could have knocked him out, but I'll go ahead and just defog here as Lele comes in. Allows me to get in my Jirachi, which I can take a Shadow Ball if he has that, even though it is super effective. And I can get up rocks here, which could be very helpful. Yeah, I'm going to get up rocks on Heatran. I'm okay with trading. I'll go hard Volk here before his rocks go up. And we're going to try to give Volcarona the first kill. I feel like he might stay in because Quiver Dance is so obvious. I'm going to hit in Power Ground here and give Volcarona this kill. So Heatran is out of the picture, which is really helpful for my Lele. Lele just looks even better now, which is really nice. Landorus comes out. I still want to keep my Torn. As I said, Jirachi is not very good, so I'll bring that out here on the Supersonic Sky Strike. And allows me to just U-turn. I don't really care about his Earthquake, and I feel like he might U-turn anyway. Tries to catch my Torn, not happening. I can just bring in Lele here, I think. It should knock it out. I can also go Torn and just claim a kill with my Z, which is, I think, what I will do here. Yeah, let's Z a move up, get rid of that thing right there, so that's good. Really helps out my... Actually, Jirachi looks kind of good now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he still has Scissor and Cart, but against the two Tapus, it actually looks kind of nice to have around. Obviously, Lele is a little bit more of a threat than I would like, just because Jirachi took a lot of damage. I feel like Scarf Lele might come out here. How much did Psychic do earlier? Yeah, Lele comes out. I'm gonna attempt a knock here, I think. I don't think I should fear not staying in. He's actually not even Scarf, he's Specs. And that'll allow me to live the Moonblast, which is cool. And I feel like I want to maybe preserve this. I don't want to lose to Scarf Cortana is the main thing. So, I mean, Volcarona 4 times resists it. I'm going to defog here. Get rid of everything, and that's okay with me. I'm okay with trading the defog now. This is a vital turn. I kind of have to hit this attack, or I have to make a prediction. I don't think Spec Psychic under Psychic Terrain is going to kill Lele from that percentage. I'm going to go right here for a Bug Buzz and pick it off. Nice. So Volcarona picks up the kill on that Mon. Scissor could come out here, I guess. I feel like Feeny would be the bring in, if anything. Scissor does come in. Okay, so I feel like maybe Feeny just comes in here and stops the SD sweep. That's how I'm looking at this right here. He just goes for knock, which is not even a big deal. I can go ahead and just Nature's Madness here and then taunt it after. Maybe I should taunt first. I feel like taunting first might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna Nature's Madness though, because getting 50% could be a lot more helpful for me. Brings out his Cortana here, so I feel like he'll probably try to catch my Volk, and I don't want to bring it in and have it get weakened for Leaf Blade, so instead what I'll do right here is actually go out into my Jirachi. Because if this is SD, it would have to be Timid. It could be Timid for all I know. I'm gonna Moonblast in case it's Timid. Goes for Leaf Blade, blows me away. Okay, so I'm just gonna go Volk here. If it's not Scarf, it's not a threat. That's basically the main idea. And I get to click Fire Blast or Bug Buzz. Feeny is still healthy. Okay, I would have gotten rid of Scissor in one hit, but whatever. I'll go for Fire Blast again. Now, yeah, I hit the Feeny for a good amount, but that's like really lame. I'll get in Jirachi here. And try to get up rocks, I guess. Doubles to Cart. He has to knock here to knock me out. So I'll just U-turn out. It does go for that knockoff. Allows me to get into Low Bunny. And yeah, that miss on Scissor was huge because my Volcarona would have just won. But we can try to play this out anyway. I'll go right here for the high jump kick. Scissor does come out, which this thing should be dead, but whatever. I'll go here into... I feel like it'll probably go for U-turn, if anything. I'll go Volk. Because at the end of the day, Cortana's not knocking out Volk, so like, it's not a big deal. But it just made this a lot harder than it needed to be for no reason. Because Lele would have won on the spot, so... Doubles to Feeny. I can't let this take damage because of Cortana, so I'll go Lele here. As he doubles to Scissor, not a big deal. I'm just going to click Hidden Power Fire, I think. What do I want to do here? Hidden Power Fire is not a bad play, because Feeny is not a threat. Man, he goes Feeny, okay. Good play. I'm going to get in Low Bunny here. On Nature's Madness. Healthy Scissor. 58. I'm going to high jump kick here. Into Scissor. Stays in. Not even a big deal, though, because what it allows me to do finally is get in my Lele here. Click. I'm thinking Psychic. Yeah, this 2-hit KOs, so I'll be good here. Nice. I get rid of that Mon. I don't think he can OHKO me with Cortana, which is nice. Yeah, there's no way this knocks me out. I refuse to believe it. Scarf Leaf Blade. Okay, Smart Strike can do it, but... I mean, even if the Smart Strike came out, like... I get to go for Psychic here. And basically what it'll do is... I think it should 2-hit KO Feeny. And I don't think Feeny has a way to knock me out in one hit. So I might be good anyway. This should 2-hit KO. It's Specs. Yeah, and Nature's Madness is not going to do the job, so Volcarona is able to go ahead and put in a ton of work right there. Got super scary when I missed the Fire Blast on Scissor, because then Mega Lopunny would have won on the spot, but it is what it is. We're able to go ahead and pick up the win, which is what matters most, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. This guy's a Chansey, which is never a good time for Volcarona. In terms of my win con here, Lele is fine, but he has a Chansey. I gotta lead off with Feeny, I think. The Garchomp would be his lead, so I'll lead off with my Torn. I can't let Jirachi get knocked, so I'm going to play off this tie. Because getting rid of Torn turn 1 would be so big for Volcarona, Lopunny, and Lele, so I feel like this is a worth it play right here. I don't think this ever lives, too. Alright, so I don't know how fast he was. I'm assuming it's max speed, but I do 88 on a knock. Okay, so he's 100% switching out here. I'm going to go for a knock of my own. And I think it's Mega Lottie plus maybe Rocks Chomp is what I'm thinking. I don't think it would be Mega Chomp plus Defog Soldu Lottie or maybe Psychium. Really interesting knockoff play on his part. Because he lived, I know for a fact he's a Rocky Helmet set. So this is all okay with me. If he goes Lottie, that's not a big deal. This Chansey, though, is just going to be such an annoyance. I gotta somehow break that with Feeny plus Mega Lopunny. U-turn comes out. Okay, so I get rid of lefties, which is actually really good for me. U-turn here into Volk. On a Magma Storm, okay. I'll go for a Hidden Power Ground here right away, in case he wants to stay in. As he does apparently want to do that, so I'm able to go ahead and get rid of a Heatran right there. Not sure why I didn't go Chansey, but it's okay with me. Oh, by the way, I played one off screen, and I was able to win, but I, for whatever reason, did not record it, so I'll go ahead and try to make up for that with this battler right here. I'll go ahead and go maybe Torn? Or Feeny. Feeny could work. Feeny or maybe Jirachi. Jirachi's not very good. I'll go Feeny. I'll go Torn. I'll definitely go Torn here because Feeny is too good against Chansey. I just got blown away. But that's okay, I can bring this in now and just Ice Punch. Yeah, he doesn't have good Ice Punch resists, so that's good for me. In fact, I think Lottie will go down to Ice Punch into return, so that's good. And then yeah, I think I might be good here because he didn't recover the Torn out of range of this. So even if I take one Rocky Helmet turn, it's not that big of a deal. And he is really weak to this Lopunny. And I'm assuming this is Scarf Chomp too because of the fact that he made a prediction right there. So this should all be fine. Curious to see what pivot he'll make here though, because he has to switch out and nothing comes in. I'll have to Ice Punch though because I can't allow the Lottie or Torn to come in for free. Brings Chansey out, which is an interesting switch. So I think this might not be waste tacked, so I'll go right here for high jump kick into Torn. Yeah, it is Helmet. A little bit annoying there. Okay, I'll click return now. I'm assuming he'll just sack this off. We saw it wasn't Scarf turn 1 because I outsped with my Torn, so I take more damage than I would have liked, but that's okay. I can get in Jirachi here. And just use that now. On just a Psychic. I'm assuming he'll Earthquake here, but I'll try to get up Rocks. Yeah, and I don't think this would be the Defogger. It would be Torn if anything, and this is probably Recover, Ice Beam, Psychic sort of thing. So it tries to get in his Chansey here. I'm not going to let that happen. The Latios is really weak. I'll have Jump Kick here and just knock it out. Nice. And what's he trying to set up for? I mean, Scarf Chomp is not going to sweep me because I have Feeny too healthy for him. And, I mean, Volcarona's in range. A lot of stuff is in range, which is a little bit tough, but that's okay. I got a DM. I'm not going to check it until after, but yeah, once again, I get in Jirachi here every time. On the Psychic, I'm once again probably going to take an Earthquake here, but did that crit me? No, why did that do so much more than before? What? Well, that's okay. I get to bring in Lele here, and Lele claims one. So I'll click Moonblast, and I'll be able to pick up a kill here, which should be good. And then from there, he'll probably go Greninja. Saxagran, okay, not quite sure why. I'm pretty sure I live a Poison Jab, so I'll just go for Moonblast. It's not even Scarf, so I won the game right here, and I don't know, let's see how much points we gained based on this, because between this and the last game, I'm hoping we gained a lot. Hopefully it comes up soon, yeah. So we got all the way up to 1660 now, yeah. So I got it from, I think, 1615 to 1631, then we gained a lot of points there, so that's cool, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. I think in this one I just never not click Fire Blast, and I should be good to go, because nothing switches in. Garchomp is not going to appreciate them. My opponent's also very weak to Scarf Lele, which I want to prevent Rocks if I can, so I'll lead off with that. As my opponent leads Mag now. So Lele is too important, so I'll go Jirachi here in an attempt to get up Rocks. Doubles to Tang, which, I mean, how important is Jirachi? I think I want a U-turn, but I'm going to get up Rocks, because I feel like he'll knock. Yeah, I wanted to U-turn on Chomp because I knew Rocks were going up from him too. I'm going to U-turn here. Like I said, I don't need this, and I'm going to have to defog, which sucks, but that's okay. I'm going to go here into maybe Torn Yeah, Torn and Z, so it looks fine. It should be able to knock this out. Yeah, I'm gonna Z here and get rid of Chomp. I didn't want to defog on the turn he went for Z and then just go down, because this is one of my better Kartana checks, so Greninja comes in here. I think Feeny is a pretty safe switch, and it doesn't really deal with much else on the team, so I'll go ahead and get in Feeny. A really nice double to mag by my opponent. But like I said, I have no reason not to throw out Jirachi. That is definitely Specs, I think. Yeah, and I'd just stay in here. So I'm going to see how many times I can Iron Head flinch. I'm not going for the flinches, but I have no reason to switch out, so I'm going to do this. Like, doubles to Torn. It is Helmet. Okay. So I'm just going to go for U-turn here. He may go for Knockoff, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, Knockoff comes out. I unfortunately died a Helmet, which is... That could have been worse, obviously, but that's okay. I can go ahead and bring out Mega Lopunny here. And I'm thinking just click Return. Kartana on a hard switch, a really offensive switch. This is one of your best win cons. So Sacred Sword is the move that would come out here. So I'll go Torn on that. And basically what this allows me to do now is just a U-turn. I'm assuming he'll either go Torn or Tang. Yeah, Torn allows me to get in... I don't know, do I just pressure with the Lele here? I'm going to go Lele and start to make some things happen. I'm going to go for Psychic. I think he would go Tang first. Yeah, Tang. Now what I'm going to do is just click Psychic again, because I'm getting Rocks damage on Gren at the end of the day, and I think I double Psychic, expecting a double to Mag, yeah, because that was really obvious. Obviously Feeny would come in. I'll go Feeny now on the double to Gren, and now what this allows me to do is just go ahead and just throw off a Moonblast is fine. Magnezone comes back out. I will outspeed this, so yeah, I'll go for Moonblast again. And yeah, we're able to go ahead and play that correctly, which is really good for me. Cart comes in here. Giant threat. I'm just going to Moonblast it. I didn't expect to die in one. Okay, Volcarona will live one. And all I have to do here is just connect a Bug Buzz into the Gren. Okay, I have to defog. I literally have no other option. I'm going to lose to Scarf Kartana if I don't defog. So, yeah, that's a thing. I'm going to bring out my... I can't go hard Torn. I just go, I think Lele or Lopunny. I think Lopunny is probably the better mount to keep, so I'll go Lele here. Confuses me when I could get a kill, so ideally I break through and just claim one here. I kind of need to. I'm so tempted to double to Tang, to double to Torn to force the defog. I break through, nice. Kartana's going to come back out. Do I just lose here? Maybe. Yeah, I'm too weak. I can't take this attack. I'm going to attempt a defog, but I think I lose to Scarf Cart, yeah. Scarf Cart was too big of a threat. That's why I was super confused when my opponent did the whole thing with the double to Cart on my Mega Lopunny. Like, you could have just kept that in the back and probably had this happen anyway, but yeah, there's nothing I can do right here. I'll go ahead and drop a GG. I really thought we would have it after that maneuver with the whole predicting that, but that was still a pretty cool game. Like, I was really happy with how I played that whole exchange between the Psychics with my Lele and to Greninja, and it was able to work out for my opponent, unfortunately, but I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so unfortunately we have taken the first loss. I actually lost another game just now too. Basically what happened in that one was the dude led Zapdos, my Jirachi got paralyzed off of a U-turn, I bring in Volcarona, it gets discharge paralyzed, then later on my Lele gets discharge paralyzed and Lopunny gets static paralyzed, so nothing much I could do right there, but this one looks a lot more doable, especially due to no Zapdos. Lopunny looks amazing here. As well as... I don't lose to Kartana again, so I gotta be careful. I'm just not gonna bring in Torn. I'm assuming Tyranitar would be his lead, so I'll lead Lopunny. Yeah, Lopunny's a fine lead here. It can scout against anything. And we should be good to go. Let's see, because Bulu could be a threat. It could weaken my Torn for Kartana. I'm never gonna bring in Torn on Bulu, I think. I'm just gonna go Volcarona. No, Volcarona is too good as well. Yeah, so he does lead T-Tar, which I figured might be the thing he would lead with. I'm gonna Ice Punch here into Lando. It was Yachi Berry, okay. So I can't knock it out with the next hit because we just saw the damage. I'm gonna click Ice Punch anyway though, because I want the damage here for my Lopunny later, and I feel like he'll just get a Brox if anything. Or is Lopunny too good for this? Because I can't let Torn take damage, because we saw how big of a threat Kartana was. And I feel like he's gonna click a Rocks every time. Unless it's Rocks Tar. But it would be Mega Tar. Yeah, rocks do go up. And here, I can just go for a turn. And I should be... I mean, I have a Magearna check, so that's not a big deal. Take more damage than I would like, though. Scarf Blacephalon looks like a threat, but it can't sweep me with Shadow Ball because I have a Lopunny. So that's very good, which means it's always going to look a Fire-type attack, I think. Mag comes out. I'll get in Jirachi here on the Shift Gear. Yeah, this set can't beat me unless it's Ghostium. Yeah, it's doing very little. I get to just spam Iron Head until I knock this out. Now this is obviously kind of bad too because he's weakening me before the other thing. The Cortana. But then again, I would take a knockoff anyway. There's no way I would avoid Jirachi taking a knockoff here. Cortana comes in. I should live a knockoff, and I really want my own rocks up here, so I'll go for those. I died. He's banded. Okay. That's a banded, right? He can't kill with Scarf. Jirachi. That's the wrong set, actually. Jirachi with the rocks against Cortana. Okay, I guess I should put in Scarf. Scarf Cortana with knockoff? Actually, there was a roll he could kill me with. Okay, so I'm assuming it is Scarf then. Torn, if it is Scarf, will live a hit because he can't knock off my item, so... This is okay. I'll go right here for a Defog. Because Tyranitar would come out, and now what I can do is just U-turn out. I'm assuming this is a D-Dance. Nice, so he could have actually stayed in with Cart, which would have been scary, but I didn't expect that. Goes for Crunch, gets a crit, which is a little bit bad, not the worst though. I can just... Taunt here, maybe? Or just Nature's Madness is fine. Into Bulu. So this is where it gets tricky, because if he Stone Edges into these Pokemon, I could lose to Cortana again. Which should be, like, really bad. I'm gonna keep Volcarona. And go Torn. I feel like Lele is not a bad switch in, but then if he goes for that other thing, I'll have to keep Lele. I'll go Torn here. Really good T-Tar double, so that was kind of a mid-ground for him, I guess. I can go right here for U-turn again. And once again, just bring out my Feeny. This time he goes for D-Dance, okay. So I'll just Moonblast him here. That straight up killed me, okay, never mind. No D-Dance is happening. Allows me to get in Lopunny though, and basically claim. Because I did 50% to Bulu, right? Yeah. And I will always outspeed here, so... Yeah, I'm gonna hide Jump Kick into something. Cortana's gonna come in after. I still have 2 of my best Cortana checks alive. Okay, so I do hit, thankfully. Cortana or this are his only plays. I'm pretty sure Bulu will go down from 50. I feel like Cortana's the only play, actually. Blasef comes out. This can't knock me out unless it's Scarf Mind Blown. And I don't have a good switch in anyway, so I'm gonna hide Jump Kick. It is Scarf Mind Blown, but you take 50%. Which is interesting. He can click this again, though, which is, like, really bad for me. Alright, what's the win con? Lele is the new win con, okay. So what do I sack here? Torn or Volk? I don't think Torn and Volk can win on their own, so I'll sack Torn here. To the next Mind Blown. I'll go for U-turn in case he decides to not go for Mind Blown. Seeing that this could also win as well. I feel like he'll go probably into the Tyranitar, yeah. Allows me to bring this in. And basically click Moonblast. And I should be able to... Well, first of all, I don't know if I live a hit from Blasef, which is a problem. Okay, so this will get 2-hit KO'd. Nice. Gonna be a close endgame here. I feel like I can win. Maybe I should have sacked something else instead of Mega Lopunny, but that's okay. Mega Lopunny wasn't taking a hit from anything anyway. It was my Tyranitar check for sure, but I can use Lele to do that. Cart comes in. I think I go Volk. Yeah, that does so much damage for a 4x resist. If that's a roll, or he crits me here, I could lose. Which would be a little bit unfortunate, but I'll Bug Buzz in case it doesn't. Yeah, he got a roll there. I got a Flame Body Burn though, so that could help me out. Allows me to bring in my... I have to go Torn. I think I just click the Z. So the problem is, Tyranitar becomes a problem that's kind of bad. I'm gonna pop the Z here. And then Tornadus comes out. I think this might come down to a 50-50. Dragon Dance or... No, this is no 50-50. I go for U-turn here. Into Lele on the D-Dance. And then I go for Moonblast here. Knock this out. I think I live one with Torn. So let's go for Moonblast. That knocks me out. I think I live from full. Yeah, I do live, and I'm able to go ahead and pick off the Blissef right there. So I got really scared once Mega Lopunny came down, but yeah, we lost a ton of points. Wow. Did I lose 2 or did I lose 1? I lost the 1 off screen. I forgot about that. So yeah, we're able to go ahead and pick up that one, though, and we definitely still have time for another, so I'll be right back. Alright, I got the next game right here. I basically just got another game, and it was kind of like the first game where the dude forfeited turn 3, so I figured let me go ahead and use this game for the live instead, and gain some nice points right there. But this guy's really weak to Lele, as well as Volcarona. I'm actually going to lead Volcarona here against Clefable. Now, I can get ahead here if I hit 2 Fire Blasts. I'm going to go for it because my opponent has terrible switch-ins to this. So, yeah, rocks always go up there, and I can just go ahead and... Well, I'm pretty weak to the Haxorus, which is a little bit scary. But I'm going to click Fire Blast again here on Protect. I don't want to get set up on, so I'm going to go Torn here. I'm assuming, I mean, my opponent might go Grand, which could be scary. Yeah, Grand does come out, okay. So I could have gotten some nice damage, but if Haxorus Dragon danced up, I would have been in a bad spot, so... Let me go Feeny here on the Ice Beam. I'm assuming Gunk Shot comes out next, so I'll go Jirachi. Either that or U-turn, which either way I'm fine with this. Jirachi coming in. Jirachi's only good against Clef, and Clef has already taken a good amount of damage, so... This is all cool with me. Goes Rotom Mow. Am I okay with getting rocks up and keeping his up? I don't know, cause it could be helpful against Haxorus for my Mega Lopunny's Fake Out. Things like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Brox because I actually feel as though he tried to burn me under terrain. I'm gonna go ahead and just start to... I can either U-turn or I can Iron Head Flinch here. I mean, I don't need this Pokemon. I mean, it's helpful against his Lele, I guess, but... Yeah, I don't know why he tried to Will-O-Wisp me under Psychic Terrain. Goes back to Greninja. Could be Ground Z. So I'll Scout with Torn here. I'm assuming just a U-turn comes out again. He actually goes for Spike. Okay, I'm just gonna Defog then. I don't think I can let these stay up. I'm gonna go Feeny to Defog. I'm assuming he doesn't have Gunk Shot based on his last exchange right here. He went for a switch out into Rotom Mow, so... I don't know, it's kind of getting slow, but I'm gonna Defog now that he has a Spike up. I can't let that happen, and I still think my Lele here should have a good shot. So he's gonna click probably the Electric type attack here. I'm gonna go Jirachi again. Yeah, Volt's out. Medicham could come in here, perhaps. He knows I'm Rocks Jirachi now, so I don't think he's gonna expect Wish Protect. Goes out into Greninja now, so... I mean, I'll get up Rocks again on probably a Spike, yeah. I don't mind Spikes being up, just... Rocks and Spikes would be a little bit more tough. I'll go for an Iron Head here. Or actually, I'll go for a slow U-turn. Yeah, I think that's better. And basically what this allows me to do is... I can get in Volcarona here. And I'm thinking maybe just click Bug Buzz. Because nothing comes in on Bug Buzz. Clefable should get 2-hit KO'd. He actually has a Water Stab. Really surprised, but I'm able to live it. Because the Volcarona has great Spit Off and knock out the Grand. So that's really nice for me. So that would be one of those instances where you kind of want to run Hydro Pump instead of Surf, but I kind of agree with his decision, because if you miss Hydro Pump right there, you're in a terrible spot. So let's see right here, what can come in now? We know it's not Scarf Rotom Mow. Lele comes out, so I'm assuming this might be the Scarfer? My Jirachi's kind of weak, and this dies on entry, so I'm going to go for Bug Buzz, just to confirm whether he's Scarf or not. Followed by my Jirachi coming in. And I basically get to click a free Iron Head here if I want. I'm going to go for U-turn because his play should be to switch out. Nice, and now I get to throw off my own Psychic, and his Psychic Resist is gone, so... Not quite sure. Maybe Moonblast is the better play here. Yeah, there's no reason not to click Moonblast, so I'll click that instead. It should always OHKO Medi, and yeah, I'm able to go ahead and get rid of him. His only real play is into his Lele, which I'll sack Jirachi, of course, and go from there. Yeah, I could stay in here and try to play around with ties, but honestly I can pressure him later with this Mon, and it's not worth staying in, so I'll go Jirachi here. Unfortunately, 2 Moonblast is actually able to knock me out. I guess I should U-turn in case he tries to go Medi. Okay, I'll bring this out here. I'm thinking pop off a Z move on the Clef sack, because I don't want to miss, obviously. So he sacks off Clef, as he should. Now, if Haxorus comes out, I kind of need to hit a Hurricane. Because if it's a Jolly Dragon Nance, then I can't beat it with my Lele. This might just come down to me hitting Hurricane, to be honest, because Haxorus doesn't have good Spit F, but if I miss and a Dragon Nance is up, I think I just lose. He goes back to Lele here. That's honestly better for me, because what this allows me to do is go for a U-turn. On a Psyshock, I bring out Lele, and because he locked himself into Psyshock, I click a Moonblast here, I can take his Psyshock, and I think I just win. Because he can't hit me with any priority due to the Psychic Terrain here. Scarf Haxorus would need Poison Jab to knock me out, I think. Does go Medicham, so maybe he's going to forget about Terrain again like he did before. Nope, but I am Scarf Man, so you can't do anything about this. And then Haxorus cannot outspeed me, so we're able to go ahead and win that game right there. And let's see where we ended up. So we ended up at 1658, not quite at the 1660 which we peaked at today, but that's totally fine. I'll go ahead and ladder some off screen. Did hope you all enjoyed, of course. The team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll see you next time. Later.